Another good day, and just go out today, second day of practice. It's still about fundamentals and technique. And what we still have to realize, we still have a young football team. So to see this football team and just know that last year were a lot of first-year starters, and we still have to get better. You kind of look at it and you think we've grown up, but we haven't grown up. I was telling our coaches today we'll do an injustice to our football team if we don't get them out here and coach them hard every day. If you have an All-American, coach him like he's an All-American. But let's make sure that we improve each day and don't let these guys leave this field without feeling good about themselves.
Do you feel like that because the standards are just, the standards have increased from year to year, or is there, do you sense a letdown?
Well, what happened, a lot of times you're looking at going into your third year and you will feel like that what you have taught them now that they're beginning to get it. So now that you feel like the standard has been raised and it's a standard of excellence. And we're not coming out here to get better, then we're cheating ourselves.
Talk a little bit about Adrian Bouchel and what you feel like he's going to bring to the corner.
Well, Bouchel, he has some ability. He was an all-conference player last year, but he still has a lot of work to do. It's all about technique with him, and you just can't give up the big throw and can't give up he just got to work on his fundamentals more than anything.
So how is he in terms of his maturity? I mean, has he grown? It seemed like when he first got here, he was still maybe, maybe still a little kiddish with things that he did.
Well, still, though, he's still got to grow up some. It's all about each year guys getting better and working on themselves, just growing, growing. They have to mature. They do have to do that.
Charlie, your defensive backfield, this year could be a real strength. Can you talk a little about Holloman and Hakeem Smith and what these guys could really do for your defense this year?
Well, you look at you have your secondary back. You go from Pryor to Hakeem Smith and then Johnson at the corner and Bouchel. So we have that secondary back. And you look to improve. And last year we only got our hands on 9 interceptions. We need to come away with more picks, and guys need to come up with more turnovers. But we can't give up the big play, but they should improve because you would like the whole defense has improved because a lot of starters are back.
Charlie, do you like how the guys are running? Your backfield is running the ball hard so far.
Well, you look at the backfield, we're putting the ball on the ground too much. You look at the inside drill when we fumble some balls, but 5 running backs, and each of them are getting a chance to go run the football. But still, though, we got to go find us a back, and you like to think that with Dominique, with Jeremy Wright, with Sonors, with Corbin Lamb, and now with Radcliffe, one guy can step up and come at every down back for us.
You said yesterday you want to see these guys carry themselves like a champion. What does that mean to you? What signs do you look for there?
Well, you just got to carry. You got to feel good about yourself, and that's what a champion does. When he take the field, he practice the way he should. And when he's off the field, he carry himself the way he should.
Charlie, how can your experience in Florida help you with being a favorite and how to coach this team as a favorite?
Well, what I try to stress to the guys, I said, when you're in some programs like that, it's not about going to win a conference. It's about going to compete for a national championship. Now, we've been picked to win this conference now, guys. That's what everybody think of you. Now, you got to start feeling that way and getting the confidence into yourself. We can't get complacent. We can't feel like, hey, what we've done in the last 2 years, we can live on that. But we have to go get better. And you would think that with guys now being in this program, that they're looking that each day it's all about myself and making sure that I can improve as a player.
If none of the running backs separate themselves, will you go into the season as a running back by committee, or will somebody get that job by default that'll be the number one back?
Well, we don't ever want to give a job by default. Somebody's going to step out because we have a lot of practices and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for the guys.
Charlie, do you feel like Devontae can be an every down receiver? Has he grown that much from last year?
Well, he's still into his second year and he still have a lot to learn, but you have a good receiving group there, and there's a lot of guys that played last year that are coming back.
I gotta ask you, with it being this hot, long sleeves. What would
you like that?
Yeah, what would it
You like that? I don't know. It's just a habit. I don't want to get sunburned.